Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday night. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. Okay, let you know something about me. I'm 72 plus years old. Four heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. I take 10 to 15 pills a day. And to let you know what's going on, the 26th through the 28th, somewhere here in Clark County, Indiana. It has to do with Sergeant Tom Hidgon. If you got Facebook, people told me, go to Facebook, support Officer Tom Hidgon, Higdon. You see everything I'm talking about. That way you can see it for yourself. Hello, Yoakum. No, I ain't got my socks on because I just got out of the bathtub about a half hour ago. As I told you, since I've been talking about the sergeant and the crooked sheriff, Scotty Maples, I've been getting followed by Clark County Sheriff's deputies. Well, a black Chevy pickup truck from John Jones. That's where they get the police vehicles. And I got pulled over. I was threatened today by a county police officer. Told me to keep my mouth shut or I'm going to get arrested. I don't know if they called it in on the radio or not, but, or typed it into the computer. And I want you all to support Ed Bars, Byers. You find him on YouTube. He's a retired federal officer. And I also found out some more money is missing. And for some reason, the state of Indiana didn't charge him with stealing money from the sex offender fund. I know for a fact over $1,000 is missing. If you got 10 people or 20 people coming in on certain days of the month, that's about $1,000. And the deputy that was in charge of the sex offender register, either he quit. Hello, JJ. Hello, my friend. Hello, Carter. Welcome. And, it's bad. This is my First Amendment rights. Talk about your crooked politician. That's what Clark County, Indiana is, a crooks. They're thieves. And you all seen on YouTube and on my channel, you saw him on for public safety with Chris and Tiffany. And he stole over $3 million from the county, the Utica Fire Department, New Chapel Ambulance Service, and don't know what else. Hello, my daughter Jessica. And like I say, I knew Scotty Maples when he was a jail guard, and he was on the fat side. Chubby, he weighed more than I did back there then when he was a jail guard. So I wonder who paid for him to lose all that weight and going into the hospital. Did the taxpayers pay for that? Or did Jamie Noel pay it? And I found out that money is still missing from the sex offender funds. So You can figure what happened to it. And, I talk about everybody got a twin. Everybody got a twin, no matter if you're a male or a female. Everybody got a twin. But I guess my twin could be a son. Except he didn't have blonde hair. He got black hair and a black mustache, probably 30 years old, somewhere around there, an FBI agent. He sent me a picture of his badge with his picture on it, but not my name. Hello, RNJ2. God bless you, my grandson. Welcome. And I want everybody to follow the rules because there's kids on here with their parents and their guardian by YouTube rules. And no sexual harassment, no cussing, no hate crimes. You be nice. No arguing with anybody in the chat. But, you know, like I say, if you got Facebook, I was told by people in the Henryville area on Facebook, I believe you go to support Officer Tom Hidgon, Hidgon. You can see all about that. You can see videos. I shared a video, which it don't make no sense because as long as I know Tom, Sergeant Tom, over 20 years, probably 25, as a jail guard, as a road officer, and he's a Democrat, and the sheriff is a Republican. They wanted to get rid of him because you cannot promote anybody in Clark County Sheriff's Department unless you get rid of them. Why is other deputies, good detectives, and very important detectives, come from a rich family? Hello, 709. Why did they retire? Because they know the illegal things going on. I made it up to 800. I was one away before I came live, so I must picked up something. Thank you, 800. Thank you. God bless you. God loves you. Like I said, you got good police officers, you got bad police officers anywhere on the planet. But it takes one good police officer to turn in a bad police officer. He or she gonna catch all kinds of heck from it. Sergeant Higgins is one of the good cops. Thank you for the hearts. And I appreciate you all. So let's help me get my watch hours. I need some help. I need some help, people. I got looking. Yeah, that's true. I saw that. All I need now, people, is to get my watch hours up where I can get monetized. Because I'm having a problem that I cannot afford the money. I look online. If you people out in the country knows what I'm talking about. Cleaning out your septic tank. I look at this one. I guess I have to call them and see how much they charge. Can I pay them a monthly fee or what? So, people, I'm going to need at least $1,000 where I can have my septic tank pumped out. I've been here about 8 years. I don't know if it was pumped out before I moved in. I never thought of asking it. You people is going to buy houses. and you live out in the country, you're going to be on a septic tank. See when it was pumped out. You know, I just don't have the money. As I told you all, there's police on this channel. Popo, 5-0, Smokey the Bear, whatever you all want to call them. I know there's FBI on here. And get back to the person who looks like me in my younger years, but it ain't me. Maybe his mom had black hair, but most of my kids was blonde headed. But this one had black hair and looks at the FBI, but not my last name. I'm not going to tell you his last name. But I did find out that the FBI is looking into Jamie Knoll and Scotty Maples of the Clark County Sheriff's Department here in Indiana. I can't tell you because I won't find out anything, because they know I won't tell them. But under Indiana code, I'm going to have to write it down, look it up. A statute, maybe other states has it, I don't know. They charge a sex offender here in Indiana $50, but in the statute it says $5 to $50 a year. And how come there is money missing from the sex offender, at least in Clark County? What happened to that money? You know, that I don't know, people. Probably the sheriff stole it. Because when they don't give you receipts, like under Jamie Knoll, it disappeared. So I don't know what happened. That's how come I think they're going to have a federal audit. You know, when you get paid cash, it could disappear. It could disappear like anything. You know, you all been in jail. I guess now they got a machine that you can put money on your books. You used to go down to the sheriff's department, up to the window, and give them the money and tell who it is. And I guess you get a printed copy, something like that. But it don't mean that the inmate will get all the money they're supposed to. And like those machines they got in the sheriff's department or maybe prisons, I don't know, they charge them a fee? You know, I don't know. I'm not that smart, people. I want to thank you all new subscribers. Like I say, I done P.O. Clark County Sheriff's off because I'm getting followed. Like I say, I got followed by, I don't know what year. I can't tell a 2025 from a 2001 pickup truck or a car, because back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, they always changed the headlights, tail lights every year. Now you can't tell. Why would hello, not TY, hello son, how you doing? Or nephew or niece, or you know, how do you know? Why do they need pickup trucks? And those Dodge Chargers, which Dodge, just fine. I've been threatened by the sheriff's department today. told me if I didn't keep my mouth shut about Sergeant Tom Higdon, uh, you know, you could do this, the finger. But it ain't the middle finger because it's PG. And it just makes me mad. You do your First Amendment rights, tell people what's going on, but it's going to be on the local news. It's going to be on the news. I don't know when, but the FBI has been looking into it. Said Scotty Maples is picking on Sergeant Tom Higdon, Hidgon. He done lost over 2,000 votes here in Underwood, Henryville, Salisbury. How's he expect to win the sheriff race in November of this year? He can't. He screwed up big time. But he's not a leader. He ain't a leader. Under Jamie Noe, like I said, you could go to YouTube and type in Jamie Noe. You see how crooked Jamie Noe is. How Scotty Maples moved up the rank from deputy patrolman to corporal, sergeant, and lieutenant, and so on. But he did not have the years' experience. I know some police departments throughout the United States, you have to take a test. You have to take a test before you get a promotion. But you don't do it here in Clark County. Don't ask me why. It's stupid. Like I said, we got good police officers, but you got some bad ones. And Scotty Maples, he done some things. I wish I had a camera with me that day I saw him, a U.S. SUV and a trailer going between Charlestown and New Washington, Indiana, maybe going to Hibernia or Bethlehem, transporting something illegally, just like the ex-sheriff Jamie Noe did. So what was he hiding? Didn't want the state police to follow him. People say, how you know it was Scotty Maples? I said, you can't forget about an ugly, crooked politician. That's what Clark County is, people. They're crooked. They're crooked as they can be. I read, let's see, where is it? Somewhere I read in the weekly paper. I don't know if it's Clark County, Scott County, or Washington County. Oh, this is in Clark County. Talking about SNAP, that stupid governor made it healthy again. Let's see. There's about 570,000 users in September alone received combination of $111 million in benefits, average $195 a person according to FSSA. Under the new rules of SNAP benefits, this is here in Indiana, people, no longer use it to buy non-alcohol beverages containing natural or artificial sweeteners that include soda, energy drinks, sports drinks, and sweetened iced tea beverages made with milk or milk substitute, including soy and rice milk, are exempt as drink sweeteners solely. With real fruit, vegetable juice, unsweetened iced tea, fruit juice, electrolytes replacement drinks like PBS remain eligible. I wish the governor would drink that. I didn't like that. I tried that when my kids was little. I'm not having any stupid idiot telling me what I cannot drink or eat. I'm a diabetic. My sugar doctor and the other doctor recommend. Hello, I saw you up on the other YouTube channel a while ago. He's a pretty nice guy. And they told me I had to drink either diet soft drinks or zero soft drinks. Like any candy, like dentine, or like it has to be sugar free. Hello, bit more stuff. Hey, I forgot to mention that don't ask me to be a moderator. Don't ask me to be a moderator, because it just turns me off. I choose the people. I look at their YouTube channel. I look at the comments from their channel. And don't ask me to be a moderator. You can forget about that, because it just turns me off. But I check probably tomorrow when I go back through there and look up your YouTube channel and see how many videos you got, how many subscribers you got, see how you run your channel, see if you believe in the same thing I believe, because I don't put up with no bullcrap on my channel. And there's kids comes on here with their parents or guardian. They know I keep everything PG. They're safe, even from stranger danger people. Your next door neighbor. You know, yeah, you moving up. You moving up. Let's see if I can pin it for you. I pin it, people. I want you to subscribe to not TY dash R, I guess L, I guess. Subscribe to his channel. I keep it up there for a while. That way you can subscribe to his YouTube channel. Help him grow his YouTube channel. People, I have not forgot where I came from. And that's what God wants me to do, is help other YouTubers out. You're my YouTube family. Nobody's perfect. That's a fact. Nobody's perfect. You made mistakes while growing up. No kid is perfect. No matter if you got money or don't have money. Nobody's perfect. Here, I'm not getting paid for this, people. Pepsi Zero. They're not a sponsor. I'm trying to get to be a sponsor. You see, it's not open yet. I'm trying to get Pepsi Zero to sponsor me, like maybe 5 24 packs a Pepsi Zero, or 4 packs of 24 with 124 pack of Mug Zero root beer. 5. You know, you know. Hey, it's cheaper than advertising on TV and magazines or radio or wherever else. I was going to stop at Best Buy today. I screwed up, didn't do it. Got to. Trying to fix, I want to get my new laptop fixed since I got ransomware on there, my PC online. I want you people be wary of Amazon, anybody, third party stuff. Be careful. You know, you know how I believe. You know, just like I got the new computer back in February. I told you how I liked it, show you this and that about it. Then I told you the problems I had on it with that ransomware by McPhee that PC Online put on. If you don't believe me about PC Online, type it into your search engine and scroll down to the BBB, Better Business Bureau. You will see that I'm telling you the truth. And that's what I try to do, people. Try to be honest. And I don't judge you. I don't judge you if you've been in jail or in prison. I'm not the judge. God is the judge. God is the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, your lawyer, and the cops. God makes the final choice. You know, I don't judge you. And I try to be honest with you. People, God, not, you have to, you go to church. I've seen people go to church, but as soon as they walk out the door, the devil's back. You got to believe in God 24/7. I believe in God 24/7. God is watching over me. And also, people, RM's not in here. And you people been in the hospital or you go visit people in the hospital, I want you to thank a nurse if you go visit in the hospital or a doctor's office. But it takes a very special nurse to work in the ER, ICU, critical care, uh, burn unit, um, take care of babies that's born early. It takes a very special person to do that. So next time you go to the hospital and visit somebody, thank a nurse for their service and do a good job. That's one thing God told me to do. Another thing, you younger people, you see an old person, say, at a grocery store, Walmart, or at a mall or somewhere. Say, hello, young man. Hello, young lady. That's respect. And they really appreciate it. Since I started doing this here on my YouTube, that tells me there's more people live close to me as watching my YouTube channel than I thought there was. That's how come I don't. Okay, bye, grandkid. Take it easy. Tell your mom and dad to take it easy. And And I'm glad, people, I'm over 40. You people that's over 40, here's something to think about. When you was young, you didn't have cell phones to people take pictures of to get you in trouble. Thank you for the red hearts. To get you in trouble. And if you're under 30, now they got cell phones. They have pictures and video of you getting into trouble. Man, I hate to see videos of me when I was young. You all wouldn't believe the trouble I got in. I got arrested for PI, you know, a few fights, you know, stuff like that. I want to thank your young people that help us old people out to understand about computers. You all ask the right questions that I never think of. Thank you for the hearts. What are we going to use a laptop or a desktop computer for? Like playing games on YouTube, this or that. And the HP computer, which I'm kind of PO at HP because it's under warranty, but since PC Online upgraded it, it voided the warranty. But it does make HP look bad in my book. They know where I live. They got my phone number. They got the screenshots where I bought the computer from Amazon in February of last year, the serial number, this and that. I'm not on Facebook. My son's on Facebook. He's a junior and I'm a senior. I got kids spread out all over the United States when I was younger and drove an 18-wheeler. And I like to show that picture. It's a younger me. I said the person probably 30, 40 years old, works for the FBI. He could be my son, but his hair is black and a black mustache. And I might show it one day. But then they say I'm in person a police officer. Not when the person is a real police officer. It could be my son. You know, I don't know. I'm never asking, but he did send me a picture of him, to let me know that, I guess telling me I was his daddy, I guess. Except I didn't have black hair growing up. I had blonde hair. Now I got white hair. That's what happens when you get old. But people, I want you to go to Facebook. Type in, I don't know, I don't never have Facebook. Type in support Officer Tom Hidgon, Hidgon. Subscribe to it. You see what I'm talking about with this corrupt sheriff that they got now. You all know what I'm talking about. Also, I'm not getting paid for this. Vote for Ed Bars, Byers, for sheriff of Clark County this year. He a retired federal officer. Let's see, he was a forest ranger, EMT, not DEA. He was a custom officer, I believe, just like the DEA, and air marshal. And if you people here in Clark County, Indiana, vote for Edward Bars, Byers, for sheriff in May and November. I'm not getting paid for it. I grew up with this young man, and he is an honest police officer. When he was a federal officer, he was a good police officer. And his wife, Treva, is the mayor of Charlestown. She was threatened by Scotty Maples. I was by when he threatened to hurt Treva Hodge. You know, she kept her other name instead of taking his name because all the degrees that she had while she going to college. So if you all will, throw your vote for Edward Bars for Clark County Sheriff here in Indiana in May and November, please. Let's straighten out the illegal corruption here in Clark County. That's the Republicans here in Clark County. You also, up the road, you got Scott County Republicans. They're corrupt. That's a fact. You got Republicans in Indianapolis as a governor. He's corrupt. That's the Jamie No Good Old Boys crew. And I'm being honest with you. You all can vote who you want for. But it's time to clean up Clark County. Where I live in northern part of Clark County, there is no deputies up in this area, not even during the day. At night, what they call third shift, you got 5 deputies. I think they're down to 4. Because I don't know if they put him on Sergeant Tom. I don't know if they put him on whatever, because he hasn't been on. I've talked to people that the sheriff put him on the sideline until the 26th or the 28th, which is his merit board hearing. It'll be on the news that time frame. That's how come I want you to go to Facebook and type into Facebook, support Officer Tom Hidgon, Hidgon. I want you to do that. Who chooses the merit board? The sheriff does. They still got the same merit board under Jamie No. But I've seen people, I forget where it was in the United States. It was a federal court that ruled on this. That they tried to get maybe the police department or employees to contribute to their campaign. If they didn't, they got fired. And those people took it to a federal court, sued, and won. That is what Scotty Maples is trying to do for him, because he's for the other candidate for sheriff. And Scotty Maples don't like it. He wants to steal all the money just like Jamie No does. I wish the FBI do an audit. I mean a good audit. Look into sex offender money. Hello, Nick Herr, what of Abel? You like men? I like ladies. No, I'm not gay. I love ladies, but thank you for asking. People, I don't care if you gay or lesbian. It's not up to me to judge you. There's people out there for everybody. You know, So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not gay. Just let you know I like ladies. But it's your right to be the way you are. It's your right to choose your gender. No matter, you might not be born the way you think you should, but I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you. I got some gay friends. It's black and white, females too. And they're good people. Gay people is good people. You know, and the way that's your, no, am I LGBT? No, I'm not. I probably can get more people if I had LGBT in the background. But I got church people on here, and I don't want to get them mad because there's people that, you know, I can't remember, but tomorrow I go back through my YouTube chat, which, people, I'm on my cell phone. You know what happens. When you get off of there, it loads it up to whatever. I don't know. And when I get off, then I go up and hit the three little dots and take it out of private and put it public. Why? You start out public, but when it's uploading, it's private. And I got to change that. Even that shorts that YouTube or somebody is doing, I got to change that from private to public. I wish it all be public, but I don't have to do that. But can you pronounce my name? I'll probably screw up. Nick, her, want, and Abel, wanna Abel, WATANABE. Is that close enough, my friend? I'm not too good on pronouncing names at 71 plus years. I'm not good. I'm just an old man. There's a bunch of us old people here on YouTube. We tried to educate you, make sure you make the right judgment in your life. Don't go out, drink alcohol and drive, do illegal drugs, because illegal drugs will kill you. Hey, I started drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana and blotter acid when I was 12 years old. And that's the truth, people. But I've been sober 25 plus years. No alcohol, no drugs, illegal drugs. The only drugs I take is what the doctor gives me. My pain medicine, my blood pressure, sugar medicine, and all that the doctor gives me. That's what I want you to do. Yes, my name Nick Hurd. Okay, thank you. Well, I just opened my Pepsi Zero. They're not a sponsor, but I'm trying to get them to be a sponsor. Oops. Let me show you. See, I'm dumping it into my cup of ice. I'm showing you that I'm not lying to you. Also, you foxy ladies out there, I'm single. I'm on a fixed income around $960, give or take a little. I can't be your lady's sugar daddy. I'm also going to repeat again. I need your help on. I need. I know more when I call the septic people who pump septic out of your tank in the country and find out how much it will cost. I looked at this one. What did I do with it? Uh, it called JECKER septic tank people. I guess you call it Jector septic tank people. And because I've seen them around me, but I see the comments or reviews from them. You're looking at $1,000, people. I don't have $1,000. And when I call them, when I think of it, since I got up about 6:30 this morning, that means I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow, maybe 9 or 10 o'clock. All my kitty cats wasn't out there when I fed them this morning. I forgot to check my temperature. It's been up in the 50s today, but since I'm diabetic, people, I get cold. I got my socks I have to put on. You know, you gotta watch what you eat. I'm not a doctor in the field. I'm just going by what I've been going through. High blood pressure is caused by too much salt. You got to cut your salt content back, is what you have to do. You got to cut your salt content down, which your doctor should tell you what you have to do to keep your blood pressure down. High blood pressure will cause you to have a heart attack or stroke. And what I've been told by my heart doctor, you're not supposed to get upset. You're not supposed to get upset. And that's one thing I want to do is try to do what God wants me to do. That's what God wants me to do. And I want to thank all you new subscribers. Also, I need your help to get my watch hours where I can get monetized. I done pretty good last year. I forget what 709 said. Maybe I can go back through there. Okay, I got people. I want you to go to Jessica Ralston, RALSTON 211. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Be there for her. Sometimes she sings on her YouTube channel. And I want you to help her get her subscribers up. Help her get her watch hours up. She been on here, I guess, about a year. Sometimes we people, we got a ups and downs. And since Jessica been coming on here, my daughter, she's she's climbing the ladder a little bit higher every time. You know, that's what you got to do. You got to help people. People, it's on alcohol or drugs or going the wrong way. You got good police officers that help you turn your life around. That's one thing about Sergeant Tom Hidgon of the Clark County Sheriff's Department. He helps you to turn your life around, no matter if you're young, medium, or old like me. He helps you turn your life around. We need more police officers like him. We need to keep him on the sheriff's department. And his family is well liked in this part of Clark County, Salisbury, Memphis, Henryville, Underwood. People love the Higdon family. They went to Henryville High School. And he started out as a jail guard and became a road officer. When he was a jail guard, he was good as gold. Compared to Scotty Maples, when he was a jail guard, I've seen him beat the crap out of inmates when he was a jail guard. And now he's the sheriff. And people, you can go back on the news, maybe back in the summer. They had this kind of retarded or handicapped person, not too smart, told his people in the jail to beat the crap out of them. It was on the news, and he didn't want him in Clark County jail. That's the kind of sheriff that we got right now, abusing inmates. Got inmates sleeping on the floor. How come Scotty Maples don't put the Indiana jail inspection on YouTube or Facebook, wherever he's at? They said he's on Facebook. But like the sheriff of Scott County, Indiana, he puts it on Facebook, YouTube, to let the people of Scott County, Indiana know that he passed the state inspection and the federal inspection. Like Clark County Jail, they cannot hold a federal prisoner. That is like if ICE brings it. It has to pass the federal inspection because the sheriff's department makes more money from a federal inmate. But here's the thing I don't like. You know, if you work in a daycare or at school, when the state inspectors come, they call you and let you know they be there so and so day. That's not right. A jail inspection or any other inspection, they supposed to just showed up, not call where you can hurry up and clean it all up, fix everything up. To me, that's illegal. When you do any kind of inspection like that, you show up. You show up. You don't call them. Knowing they doing everything, they pass their inspection. They need to not call them and tell them we be there so and so day. You know, that's my opinion, my First Amendment rights. That's how I believe it's your tax dollars at work. where's some of that money still missing today from the Clark County Sheriff Department under Scotty Maple? There's money that comes up missing from the sex offender register. You know, I'll say my butt's done in trouble. I done been threatened by the Clark County Sheriff, and my my son would know, but will he get on my YouTube? He knows the password to get on my cell phone. All he has to do, I'm gonna have to show him how to do it, and he won't show his face. He can do an audio, turn the phone away, let you all know that maybe I got arrested by the sheriff's department. Hello, Kathy. People, here's Kathy. Yeah, here's Kathy. That's Alexi's aunt. That's Alexi's aunt. Settle down. I'm giving you some loving. Yeah. Can you get by your niece, Alexi? Huh? You got two daddies. I didn't think that was possible, but I get watching and hear vets talk about it on YouTube. Kitty cats and doggies, they can have two daddies. Like, he looks like his daddy Tiger in the face, but he acts like his other daddy, John Wayne, who was the same color. I had some meatloaf for supper tonight. I thought I would get some mashed potatoes, but I didn't get nothing. But I will go to the grocery store tomorrow, and I think I buy me I don't know, my son talking about he wants a turkey. He's getting good on hamburger helper, but it don't taste like me. I watch him make it. He does everything that I do. And I don't know if I want to fix another turkey. I didn't eat that much turkey. What he does with the turkey I fixed for Christmas, I got to pet Kathy. You got your motor on, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, you got your motor turned on. That's a good girl. Yes, you are. You like your daddy, John Wayne. Your daddy was a lovable kitty cat. Your daddy, Tiger, he wasn't friendly like John Wayne was. He's like, you can pet me, then leave me alone. That's how your daddy, Tiger, was. But he was a good kitty cat. Yeah, just like you and your brother. You was born in that closet there. Both of your daddy was there taking care of you. Gave you a bath right after you was born. And so I also going to get. Hello, Joshua. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome. Welcome. How's your day go today? Everything okay with you and everybody else in your tow truck? And I got to turn my TV down because Wave 50 is on. You know, the new Wave 50 with the young Steve McGarrett, the commander, all this. You find out all about my post office box, my Cash App, my PayPal account. I need probably about $1,000 for what I've seen on the septic people who pumps it out. I thought it was $200. It's to $1,000 to pump that out. You know, and I just don't have the money. You know, if you all can help me to do that. If you all country people live in the country, you know what I'm talking about. This is only a 2-bedroom house with a black septic tank. I guess it's black because I got a black thing coming out of the ground. That could be the extension. It could be concrete. I don't know. And I need that pump out. I've been here about 8 years. And I haven't had it pump out since I've been here. I know it needs to be pumped out. I've been using Red X and everything else in it to help. I don't put toilet paper in it. I put it in a garbage can that I got next to my toilet where you can put your toilet paper in there. And they also say you don't put your raincoats in it. You women don't put your monthly thing in a septic tank because it won't degrade. I've done that. I put Red X and other stuff in there to really. When I first moved in here, that I dumped 2 to 3 boxes in it when I first moved in. Then I would dump 2 boxes in. Then I got this liquid stuff. Thank you for the hearts. I love those hearts. Thank you very much. I love those red hearts. I got to lay back and I can only. Watch out, Kathy. Move. Come on. Move over here. Yeah, move over here. That way I can get. Why you kitty cats want me on the edge of the bed? I don't know why they got me on the edge of the bed. I got a what they call full-size bed. If I had a queen size, they would still have me on the edge of the bed. These cats wants me on the edge of my bed. You all know animals. And I want to thank all the new subscribers, all the thumbs up. I want to thank you for helping me get my watch hours up. Because I need to get monetized because people, I need extra money. Where I can put a new roof on my house, have my septic tank cleaned out, get me a new lawnmower or a 0-turn. I'm looking at a 0-turn because a 0-turn is about 60 inches. Okay, what happened to it? There it is. I'm going to check my sugar. It's 91, people. Do I trust these things? No. No. I do trust them. That's better than sticking your finger. If it gets too low, I still stick my finger and test it. You know, I try to keep my A1C around a 7. In that area. You all, it's is a diabetic. You know what I'm talking about. And so I also want to thank you younger people who, you all know who you are that's computer smart. You could be 18, 20 years old, you know about computers. You help us old people understand about computers. You ask us questions that we never think of. What are we going to use a laptop for or a desktop? Are we going to play games? Are you going to this and that? You know, I took your recommendation on 1 gigabyte of hard drive, the graphics card, and the RAM, and some of the edit software. I download DaVinci on it. And I was just learning DaVinci when my ransomware computer shut down. Because I ain't going to pay PC Online for ransomware. It was McPhee. You all know you got an X where you can get out of it. There was no X on it. You couldn't hit your escape button to get out of it. The only way you can get out of it is pay for McPhee. I had another antivirus program on there. Why should I pay for McPhee? That tells you about how PC Online is, people. You can go to your search engine, type in PC Online, scroll down to the BBB. You see over 150 complaints on them. They sell to Walmart. They sell, Target, probably some more. That's the 3 I saw on the Better Business website. And Walmart. I was going to think about buying a new laptop from Walmart until I scroll down third party and it says PC Online. Don't Walmart and Target knows how bad that company is? It's stupid. Don't these companies, don't they research anything? It could be a Dell computer, HP, or any computer. Like I tell people, go to Best Buy or what's it, Coaster, where you can pick it up right there and then. It's not third party. Amazon knew that PC Online is a bad company. I don't even have the money for a lawyer and sue Amazon for that stupid crap. Or PC Online. That's how come I talk about it. Let's get back to Sergeant Tom. If you got Facebook, what the people at Henryville told me, go to Facebook and type in support Officer Tom Hidgon, Hidgon. You see everything what's going on with him and the corrupt Sheriff Scotty Maples. You see it. I done been warned by good police officers that I know that don't like him either because he's not a leader. He don't know how to lead. That came from some of his deputies. I won't mention their names. And Scotty Maples won't hire you unless you're a Republican. That is, to me, illegal. That's Clark County for you, crooked as they come. That's how come I try to educate you people. So I want to thank you people for following me. And you see I had on there January the 26th to the 28th. That's when Sergeant Tom Hidgon merit board is going to meet. And it's going to be on local TV news, which I will rebroadcast it to you all. But Scotty Maples NRA screwed up, or F up, or whatever. He lost over 2,000 votes from the people at Underwood, Henryville, and Salisbury. He screwed up. He done lost the sheriff race. He done lost it. If you're a deputy and you don't vote for him, you lost your job. Unless you're a registered Republican. I've been told that by deputies. I'm not going to mention his or her names. I ain't going to vote for him. He's not a leader. We need a sheriff who's a leader. Like I told you, I've been followed by the Clark County Sheriff's Department in a black Chevy truck that came from John Jones. That's where the police departments get their police vehicles from John Jones, your Fords, your Chevy, your Dodges. That's where you get them from, John Jones. But in a way, John Jones got in trouble under Jamie Noel. He transferred everything over to his kids, where the state of Indiana couldn't take it. Because I believe, for what I hear, it's on paperwork that they're getting kickbacks. Jamie Noel is, and Scotty Maples is getting, I guess, a refund from the dealership. You know, that's what some of the paperwork I see when Jamie Noel got in trouble. You know, people, that is stupid. Hello, RM. I done told everybody to be good to a nurse early in there. I guess it's break time. I guess you're working real hard in the ER or ICU or trauma or whatever. I guess you're working hard tonight. Just tell everybody there at the hospital, Indiana man, telling everybody on his YouTube to tell them to thank a nurse that works in the hospital, because it takes a very special person, which it does. To work in the ER, ICU, burn unit, and critical care, it takes a very special person. And I want to thank you again, like I do every time you're in here. I even do it before you get in here. I do it at the end of my video to let people know. It takes a very special person to be a nurse or a practitioner, like a doctor. And it takes a very special person. And I want to thank all the nurses out there and the doctors. But the nurses works underneath the doctors. But the nurses spend more time with you than the doctor does in a hospital. The nurses check on you morning, afternoon, and nighttime. They check on you in all 3 shifts. But I think they work double shifts. They maybe work 2 or 3 days and they off maybe 4. And some of these hospitals got rooms where the nurses and doctors can sleep, instead of going home. Okay, thank you there. It's about time for me to get off. Watch a little TV, go in there and take my medicine that I just filled my pill container up. So I'm going to have to go in there and take my medicine. I've been cleaning the bathroom sink, around the faucet, and all that, cleaning that up like I'm supposed to do every week, but I don't. Thank you, 709. I hope you're doing okay up there in Canada. I hope your family is doing okay. And people, if you like snow, up there where 709 lives in Newfoundland, their average snow, every time it snows up there, it's 12 to 15 inches every time it snows. If I got this much snow where I live, every time it snows, I couldn't get out of my driveway. I could if I had a 4-wheel drive Jeep. I couldn't get out. If I get 4 inches, I can't get out of my driveway. Because I don't know how the county road is or the state highway is. And, you have to be careful. I'm not going to take a chance when it snows or it's foggy, get out there and drive, hurt myself or somebody else because of stupid crap. You younger people, if you don't have to get out in the snow, stay at home. Stay at home. Wait till they clean the snow out. Just like these truck drivers. Since I was a truck driver, when it snows, Before it gets dark, I found me a place to park all night. Because it's colder at night. There's no sun out at night. That's a good safety thing for your younger people is if you don't have to get out, stay at home. If you got a four-wheel drive, you reduce your speed. Really go slow. You might have to turn your four-way flashers on. But I'd rather be safe than either in the hospital or dead or hurt somebody because, stupid. That's how come when it snows, I stay at home. When it snows like that, people, when you can't get out, there's more babies born that time of the year. Because what else is there to do? You ladies knows what I'm talking about. I miss having a pregnant mother next to me. Because the mother got close to you, that baby will kick you in the back or, they don't want mama to get that close to daddy. That's how come then, when your wife is pregnant, you rub the mama's pregnant belly, talk to the baby, and maybe play different music. See what kind of music the baby likes. If it's good music, the baby will relax. You lady knows what I'm talking about. If you watching TV if the baby sleeps, maybe the baby likes the TV show you're watching. I've been through a whole lot of pregnant women in my years. I'm just telling you the experience your younger people who's married or going to get married. But people, I want to thank you, Al. And if you got Facebook, which I don't, I want you to go on Facebook and type in support Officer Tom Hidgon, Hidgon. You can see what I'm telling you about. I want to thank you all for doing that. Let's support him. How many people here on YouTube that know good police officers that will help you and not hurt you or abuse you, pull you over because you're black or you're Mexican? Just think about the good police officers. And I was watching a YouTube video, the civil rights lawyer. He had a video tonight. I don't know where these stupid, dumb cops is from. Broke into the house. Nobody was at home. Dad was working. Mother was out shopping. The kids was in school. And the only person who was at home was a dog. What kind of dog was it? I could be wrong. A Malamute or something that looked kind of like it. They killed that dog. And the dog was protecting the house. People, I believe this. If you killed a K9 police dog, they charge you the same as killing a police officer. And if you killed a dog in somebody's house, to me, that's same as a person. That cop should be charged with murder. Because you can't have a law for a K9 police dog and not use it on a family pet. That's double standards and illegal. That was on, I believe, the civil rights lawyer, because he got a bunch of stuff on civil rights that he talked about. I think he had black hair, I think. I'm not sure on that. And I want you, like I said, go to Facebook. Type into, I guess they got a search engine, I don't know. Type in support Officer Tom Hidgon, Hidgon, and look at it. Support him. And I saw people of Henryville on their business got blue lights on supporting the Hidgon family. I know the FBI is involved in this crap too. I'm not telling you how I know. I don't tell my secrets because I won't find out anything. You know, I want you all to support him. Between the 26th and 28th of January, Sergeant Tom goes in front of the merit board. The merit board is chosen by the sheriff. Not one of them on the merit board is a police officer. To me, that's not right. You should have a police officer on there, on the merit board. How your police officer feels about this, who has a merit board in other parts of the United States, here in Indiana. How you feel about that? You know, they should have a police officer on the merit board. That's what I believe. If I was the sheriff, I'd choose police officers from the other police departments. You know, like Jeffersonville, Clarksville, and Charlestown. And, you know, have some lady police officers. That's what I believe. Civilians does not know the law. That's my opinion. So if you all can help Sergeant Tom out, please go to the Facebook page I mentioned. Support him. You fellow police officers, you know, throw your support behind him. I done caught all kinds of hell over this. I done been threatened. If I didn't shut up, they gonna arrest me. That's a fact, people. Hey, that's my First Amendment rights. Nobody gonna tell me not what to do. And I'm glad there's good police officers out there. You know, some police officers I don't like. They're smart alecks. They got to make a name for themselves. And I don't go for it. You respect the people. Even if you're a rookie, respect people. Then they will show you respect. But sometimes it's impossible to be good because they want to fight you or they want to run from you. People, if a cop pulls up behind you, turn the red and blues on, just pull over and stop. No matter you don't have a driver's license or a warrant. That means you only got one charge. You run from them, you got a bunch of other charges on you. And I'm trying to help you people out. But I know you gonna run anywhere. You're scared. What's bit got behind me, my blood pressure goes up, this and that. I get nerves. I know that's what happens to your people at runs. I want you people to quit hating each other because of the color of your skin. No matter if you're black, the black people don't have black blood in them. They got red blood, just like me, or people from Russia, or England, Vietnam. It's still red blood, people. No matter if their skin is different, we still got the same red blood. God wants you to stop hating each other. And God also wants you to stop hating people. Hello, Jessica. Welcome back, my friend. Happy Tuesday. I had to look at the calendar. I got one here, and I got one over on the north side of the wall. This is the south side. Then I got one on the north wall. And I found out through a deputy that since Scotty Maples got to be sheriff, he changed the radios in the jail to, I guess, either encrypted or digital. That means he costs the taxpayers more money. He costs people of Clark County more money. I was told that the radios is encrypted. That if you live close by and you have an old type scanner, you can't hear it. If it's digital, you can. But it costs the taxpayers a whole lot of money to have those radios encrypted. That's wasting taxpayers' money. That has worked for over 20 years. How come Scotty Maples decide, oh, that cop picking alarm. I know. Well, a while ago it was 91. Look at it, it's 69. I could check my finger. It'll be okay. I know my sugar's okay. I'm gonna have to stick my finger, but some of those sensors, people, they work real good. But if it gets high, always stick your finger. You can do it that way. If it says it's too low, check it before you do anything. Maybe I'm holding my arm wrong. That's what I did. I'm holding my arm wrong. But I like putting my arm up there. Hello, Jessica. Welcome back again. I hope your day went well today. Well, stupid, I'm about ready to throw this SOB away. Where is it? I'm going to turn the SOB off. Let's see if it goes off again. It's just acting up, people. That's, you know. Let you, some of you new people, I'm about 71 plus, 72 plus in that category. I had 4 heart attacks. I got high blood pressure. I got diabetes. I got arthritis. I got back problems. I make around 950, give or take a little, every month. I pay all my bills before I do anything extra because I got nothing in my budget for extra things. And I want you all to go in my description. It tells you my email, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. And any of you all that lives out in the country, you know where I'm going. You got a septic tank. I need money to pump it out. And for it, I've looked on the internet at this one company, JECKER, septic tank people. It could be anywhere from $200 to $1,000. I don't have. If you all can help me on that, I would appreciate it. Because I don't know where I can get $1,000. You know. And I want to thank you all for helping me get my subscribers up, helping me get my watch hours up. God bless you all very much. You're the closest thing I got to a family here. My grandkids, my daughters. You're the closest thing I got to a family. My real family don't come and visit. They don't call me. Didn't get nothing for Christmas. Didn't get nothing for my birthday. That's how families screw you over, people. And you younger people, when you make a will out, listen, you younger people, listen. When you make your will out, do not have anybody in your family to be the administrator of you. you get a lawyer or maybe a couple of lawyers to be the administrator, because your family will screw you. There's a whole lot of families out there. My brother was one of them. And Jamie Knoll, the ex-sheriff of Clark County, Indiana, he did it to his brother's family, screwed them. And I just want you to think about it. I know you love your kids and your spouses, and I want you to think about it. You know, think about it real good. Sleep on it. Find a lawyer that you know it's very, very good lawyer. You might have to get 2 or 3 lawyers unless it's a big law firm. Have them as your administrator. And I want you to be, your family be safe on it. You don't trust your kin folks when you make your will out. Your family will get screwed. You know of people around you where you live anywhere on the planet that you know has passed away and had a will and it didn't go the way you think it went. You know, check with people you know and you find out I'm telling you the truth. Don't trust your family. Your family will screw you. Will a preacher screw you? I don't know. That's what you are, but I figure a lawyer would be better as administrator of your estate. I've seen it. So I want you to think about it. You people here that got Facebook, I want you to go to Facebook. Type in support officer Tom Hidgon, Hidgon, and you see what I'm telling you. I want you all to support him and let him know what state you're from. If you're a police officer, the union could, what's going to happen, they're going to fire him somewhere between the 26th and the 28th. It's going to cost Clark County taxpayers a whole lot of money in a lawsuit. He's going to get his job back and get paid back pay. Take my word on it, people. That's what I don't think he would get fired because the sheriff, Scotty Maples, I guess junior. I didn't even know he was a junior. I guess his dad was a a-hole too to have somebody like him. You can't violate somebody's civil rights because he's a Democrat and he supports the other guy, Edward Bars, who's running for sheriff in Clark County, who's a retired federal officer, I think, customs, air marshal, a ranger, EMT. His wife is the mayor of Charlestown. I'm not getting paid for this. You know, Ed's a good person. I know him ever since we grew up together on the same street. he lived on one end, and I lived on the other end. Around. It's kind of like a horseshoe street. He lived, say, like on the south end, and I lived on the north end, or however you want to say it. And he's a good person. He got a doctorate degree in law, uh, some kind of law deal, I'll forget. His wife, Treva, who's the mayor of Charlestown, she got all kinds of doctorate degrees. And I tell you something about Treva Hodge. I know she's married, but that lady got more grants for the city of Charlestown than any other mayor that Charlestown ever had. She is the only mayor that got more grants than anybody that has been there in Charleston for the last 40 years, give or take a little. So I want you people that lives in Clark County, vote for Edward Bars for sheriff of Clark County, Indiana in May and November, because Scotty Maple just screwed up and lost about over 2,000 votes. There's Republicans in Henryville. You think they going to vote for him after what he done to one of their own townspeople? Scotty Maples, you done PO'd them people off in Underwood, Henryville, and Memphis, Indiana. Plus, I heard Sellersburg. You done PO'd a lot of people off. You messed up big time. You're not a leader. You don't know how to lead. You never been in the military and learned how to lead. You just brown-nosed Jamie know where you can move up in rank without having the years for the rank that I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. And you got people sleeping on your floor. That's illegal. They got sued back years ago for sleeping on the floor. How come you don't put your state and federal inspection on YouTube? You need to start a YouTube channel. You need to do like Live Patrol or whatever it is, where another sheriff in another state do live patrol videos when they're on duty and live patrol or is that on patrol? One of the two. And that's a good sheriff. You're not a very good sheriff. You're costing the taxpayers money. You change the radio frequency. You change to either encrypted or digital. That costs the taxpayers more money. It has been working for over 20 years. You get sheriff and you decide to change that. How stupid can you be? It's not your money, but it's my money as a taxpayer. And you're not wasting my tax dollars. It's time, people, it's time for a change in Clark County. Get rid of the corrupt politicians. And people, we need a Democrat lawyer to run for prosecutor. We need a good Democrat lawyer to run for prosecutor of Clark County. So if any good lawyers in Clark County, run for prosecutor. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank all the nurses, people, for their service. You know, you go to visit people in the hospital or the doctor's office. Thank them for their service. I love you very much, and thank you, Foxy ladies. And I love you all very much.